Barry Gibb's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, love, and family. Born on September 1st, 1946, in the modest surroundings of the working-class neighborhood of High Wycombe, England, Barry's early life was far from the glitter and glamour that would later define his career. His parents, Hugh and Barbara, gave him the foundation for what would become a long and illustrious journey, rooted in resilience, dedication, and an undying love for music. Barry's father, Hugh, was a drummer who worked tirelessly, often returning home exhausted and with little to show for his efforts. His mother, Barbara, provided the emotional warmth and care that Barry and his brothers needed to grow up grounded in love, despite their financial struggles. Even as life tested them, the Gibb family remained close, with music becoming their solace and their connection to the world. At just 2 years old, Barry suffered a scalding accident that left its mark both physically and emotionally. This event, however, would only strengthen his resolve to overcome obstacles and carve out his own place in the world. Early years and the power of music. Growing up, Barry and his brothers, twins Robin and Maurice, faced constant upheaval as their family moved from one home to another, never truly settling down. Despite these challenges, music was the constant in their lives. Barry's father played drums in every house they lived in, and it wasn't long before Barry, alongside his brothers, started to hum melodies around the kitchen table. This humble beginning in music became the foundation of what would later become the Bee Gees. The rhythm of their father's drumming and the harmonies they created together taught them that music wasn't just a pastime, it was a lifeline. In 1957, at the age of 11, Barry and his brothers formed their first band, the Rattlesnakes, where they performed songs by Buddy Holly and the Everly Brothers. The group wasn't performing for fame or fortune, but simply to help their family survive. Even when Barry's guitar broke mid-performance one night, they refused to let it derail their dreams. This experience became an early lesson in commitment and perseverance. The music they created in those difficult early years would become the heartbeat of the Gibb family, a constant reminder of their ability to endure and move forward. The Gibb family's move to Australia, a new chapter. In 1958, the Gibb family made a significant move to Australia under assisted migration. The transition from the UK to the dust and heat of Redcliffe, Australia, marked the beginning of a new chapter for the family. The move was not one of grandeur or promises of fame, but of survival and adaptation. Barry and his brothers began performing wherever they could find an audience, at car races, local gatherings, and any venue that would listen. By the time Barry was 15, the family faced financial pressures that forced him to choose between continuing his education or pursuing music full-time. Barry, with the support of his brothers, chose music. His decision to fill notebooks with songs rather than exam sheets would shape the course of his future. While early contracts came and went, and the road was filled with rejections, Barry's commitment to his craft only deepened. Every setback was met with the same determination to continue writing and performing. Recognition and the birth of the Bee Gees. By 1966, Barry's persistence was starting to pay off. He earned recognition not just as a singer, but as a songwriter, earning accolades that hinted at the success yet to come. The breakthrough came in 1967, when Robert Stigwood, a prominent music manager, took notice of the Bee Gees. By this time, the brothers had begun to make a name for themselves, and their early hits like New York Mining Disaster 1941 captured the attention of audiences worldwide. Their sound was often compared to the Beatles, and songs like Massachusetts showcased the depth of their musical and emotional range. However, the fame that arrived swiftly brought its own challenges. Along with the success came immense pressure, both personally and professionally. The bonds of family that had supported them throughout their journey now became a source of tension as the brothers began to experience creative differences. Despite these challenges, Barry and his brothers kept moving forward, finding strength in each other and their shared passion for music. Family tensions and reconciliation. Despite the external success, tensions were simmering within the Bee Gees. Creative disagreements began to emerge, and Barry experimented with solo work as a way to explore his own identity outside of the group. However, The pull of family proved to be stronger than any individual aspirations, and the Bee Gees reunited, this time with a deeper understanding of the importance of their bond. Out of these difficult years came songs of reflection and introspection, showcasing the maturity and emotional depth of their music. These experiences taught Barry that the same forces that bring a family together, love, loyalty, and music, can also challenge relationships if one loses sight of the purpose behind them. The trials of those years ultimately strengthened the bond between the Gibb brothers, making them not just a musical act, but a symbol of enduring family ties and creative collaboration. Reinvention in Miami, the birth of the disco era. By 1974, Barry and his brothers had made the bold decision to reinvent themselves musically. They moved to Miami, where they teamed up with famed producer Maurice, who helped them explore a new sound. It was in Miami that Barry discovered his now iconic falsetto voice. What had initially been an experiment became the defining feature of the Bee Gees' sound, and it was this new voice that helped propel them to even greater heights. Songs like Jive Talkin' and Nights on Broadway marked the beginning of a new musical chapter, but it was Saturday Night Fever that cemented their place in musical history. The soundtrack for the film became a global sensation, selling over 40 million copies and establishing the Bee Gees as the face of disco. Barry's falsetto became synonymous with the era, and the Bee Gees' music took on a timeless quality that would resonate with generations to come. A songwriting legacy beyond the Bee Gees. While the Bee Gees became global superstars, Barry's songwriting prowess extended far beyond the group. He wrote hits for a variety of artists, including Barbra Streisand, Dionne Warwick, and Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. As a songwriter, Barry proved that his talent wasn't confined to just one band or sound. He was a fountain of creativity, and his songs were filled with emotion, storytelling, and universal appeal. Even when the public's tastes shifted away from disco, Barry continued to write, record, and perform. His ability to adapt to changing trends while staying true to his artistic integrity showed his resilience and commitment to his craft. The falsetto that had once seemed like a gimmick now became a tool for deeper expression, allowing Barry to connect with audiences on a personal level through every song he wrote. Personal loss and endurance. Barry's life has been marked by profound personal loss, which has shaped him in ways both painful and enlightening. In 1988, Barry's younger brother Andy passed away, and the grief of losing a sibling was compounded by the responsibility of maintaining the family legacy. This loss was followed by the death of his father, Hugh, in 1992, and then Maurice, his brother and musical partner, in 2003. Maurice's sudden death left a gaping hole in the Bee Gees, and Barry was forced to navigate both grief and the challenge of carrying on the legacy of the band alone. Each loss was a test of endurance, and through it all, Barry maintained his commitment to music and family. He learned that survival isn't about triumphing in the face of adversity, but about continuing to live, to create, and to love despite the pain of loss. These experiences shaped his perspective on life and music, teaching him that the most important things are often the quiet, unspoken moments, the bonds we form with others, the love we give, and the memories we leave behind. Love, family, and stability. Through the highs and lows, Barry found stability in his personal life. He married Linda Gray in 1970, and together they built a home filled with love, laughter, and shared purpose. Linda became his emotional anchor, especially during times of grief, fatigue, and temptation. Her presence grounded him, reminding him that life's true meaning is found not in fame or applause, but in the love and loyalty nurtured within one's family. Barry's first marriage to Maureen Bates, though brief, had also taught him important lessons about balance and responsibility. These early experiences prepared him for the life he would share with Linda, where both his career and his family would demand equal attention and care. Miami, a sanctuary of reflection. Miami became a sanctuary for Barry, offering a space where he could reflect and renew. His home in North Bay Road, overlooking Biscayne Bay, became both a workspace and a place of solitude. Surrounded by platinum records, guitars, and the legacy of a career built over decades, Barry found peace in the quiet moments, walking along the shoreline or sitting in the studio, playing the music that had carried him through every trial. Barry's wealth and fame, while undeniable, never became his defining characteristics. Instead, he focused on using his success for good, engaging in philanthropy quietly and without fanfare. From supporting diabetes research in Andy's name to contributing to disaster relief efforts and animal welfare, Barry's acts of kindness and generosity were born not from a desire for recognition, but from a deep sense of responsibility and conscience. Survival as an art form. Survival became an art form in Barry's life. Throughout his career, he faced countless obstacles, health scares, canceled tours, and the constant shadow of grief. Yet he continued to write, record, and perform, always finding solace in the music that had always been his constant companion. His resilience in the face of adversity is a reflection of his unwavering commitment to his craft, his family, and his legacy. Barry's life story is not just one of fame and fortune, but of endurance and devotion. His ability to navigate the challenges of fame, personal loss, and health issues with grace and humility serves as an inspiration to those who follow in his footsteps. His legacy is not just in the music he created, but in the love, resilience, and perseverance that have defined his life. A lasting legacy, the Bee Gees and beyond. Barry Gibb stands today as the last surviving member of the Bee Gees, a group that defined an era of music. With the loss of his brothers Andy, Maurice, and Robin, Barry has carried on the legacy of the Bee Gees, ensuring that their music continues to inspire future generations. Songs like Stayin' Alive and How Deep Is Your Love have become more than just pop songs. They are anthems of survival, resilience, and the enduring power of love. When you hear a Bee Gees song, you're not just hearing music, you're hearing the echoes of a family, a bond that has transcended time and circumstance. The Last Leaf, a testimony to endurance. Barry once described himself as the last leaf on the tree, a statement that reflects his awareness of both the fragility of life and the strength it takes to endure. Like a leaf, Barry's life has been shaped by storms, seasons, and experiences that have tested him, but he has remained rooted in love and music. His journey is a testament to the power of family, perseverance, and the quiet acts that sustain us throughout life. Barry's legacy will not be defined by fame or fortune, but by the love he gave, the music he created, and the lessons he imparted along the way. Music as memory. For Barry, music is more than just a career. It is a memory and a medicine. Every song he writes, every note he sings, carries the echoes of his childhood, the love of his parents, and the harmonies shared with his brothers. Music has been both his escape and his anchor, allowing him to process loss and celebrate life in a way that words alone cannot express. Through his music, Barry continues to share his story with the world, a story of survival, family, and the enduring power of love. A life remembered. Barry Gibb's life is not just one of fame or fortune, it is a story of resilience, love, and the quiet acts of devotion that sustain us all. His music, his family, and his legacy will continue to inspire and remind us of the power of connection and the enduring spirit of humanity. In the end, Barry's greatest gift to the world is not just his songs, but the love and lessons that can be found in every melody he plays.